was an art attack. This is Art Attack. Welcome to Art Attack. Come and have a look at this brilliant piece of modern art. Look at that, it's colourful, it's exciting, it's the sort of painting I really love, especially when it's done on a t-shirt. Now this sort of crazy clothing design is very easy to do, and it's great for jazzing up some of your old t-shirts. There's loads of fabric paints in the shops now that you can buy, and the great thing is they don't wash out. So just lay your old t-shirt down, preferably on some newspaper, because this can be messy, and then just go crazy with art. You just flick and splatter, and then you can do a bit of splodging here and there. You see, it's all in the wrist action, this. A bit of a flick around there, I think, nice bit of yellow. See what I mean by being a bit messy? It's actually quite a good idea to wear some old clothes. You'll probably find they look a lot better when you're finished. A bit of red on there, look at that. Bright fluorescent pink. And just to finish off, there we go, some of this plastic finish paint. Just do a little design there. And as all good artists do, I'm going to sign my creation. How's about that? Looks good, doesn't it? Now when you've done your crazy clothes design, get your mates to do some, and you can have your own crazy clothes fashion show. And here we see a lovely matching baseball cap and sunglasses decorated with plastic paint. And down there we have some lovely leopard skin sneakers decorated on white plimsolls using yellow and black acrylic paint. And here we see the latest hand-painted t-shirt. There's literally hundreds of crazy clothing techniques that you can try out for yourself. Here's a list of the ones I've done.
There you are then. Using lots of bright fabric paints, you can jazz up any old shirt or your specs. For example, boom!
I always thought origami was making models out of little bits of paper. Then Mark Thorson gave me an art attack. whole gallery of cartoon heroes there, and I wonder if one day we'll see this chap up there with them. Remember him? He's our cartoon character that we've been creating over the last couple of weeks. I'm just trying some facial expressions out on him there. That's good. Using the good old tracing paper, just to experiment with. There he is, chatting away there. I think that looks really good. You know, it's quite interesting to compare my cartoon character's head with a real cat's head. Because look, it's nothing like it. They are so different. If you look at my character's eyes, they're close together and they're small, and yet a real cat has got big eyes far apart. And look at that mouth. Really big cheesy grin there, whereas a real cat has only got quite a small mouth. In fact, my cat is more human-like, and this is a trick a lot of cartoonists use. They make their characters with human features so that we can recognise what they're actually doing. So, okay, we've got to give my character a body now, and it will be interesting to see whether or not he suits a real cat's body. So here it goes, the moment of truth. I don't think so, that looks terrible. So we're going to have to create his own body. Get rid of that cat's body, that's not going to go anywhere. I think what we'll do then is we'll make his body a bit more human-like. So let's start out with a real long body. See what he looks like? Tall and lanky. Put his feet in there. He's still a cat though, but I'll just make him a bit more human, have him standing up. I'm just doing it rough to get the measurements right. What's that like? No, he looks a bit like a cat lollipop. Okay, what about a short tubby body? Let's try that. Let's give him a little paunch of a belly there. Let's put his shoulders and his hands behind his back. Make him nice and tubby. Give him a little short dumpy legs. Ah, now then, I think this is looking a lot better. There's his tail coming out from behind. That's looking a lot better because it's in better proportion to his head. So what about his clothes? Well, at the moment, he's got a top hat on, so let's keep his clothes nice and posh. What goes with a top hat? Yes, tails. So we'll put some posh tails on him there. And maybe even a posh waistcoat. Put that on. Great thing about this tracing paper is you can just keep going over and over again. And what about a pair of glasses on him? Make him look a little bit older. Or better still, a monocle. That might make him look nice and distinguished. There he is. And we could also curl his whiskers up a little bit. And there he is. I think that's getting there. I think that's beginning to look pretty good. You know, it's amazing when you think about it. Just with the help of a bit of tracing paper and paper, a couple of weeks ago, we started out with the bare bones of a character, just a smile on a sheet of paper. And now, look what we've got. He's almost there, a cat. In fact, I quite like that name, you know, Bones. Bones the cat. I think we've just christened him. Bones the cat it is. Next week, he gets some colour.
My name's Kieran, and I got James to stand in this position so I could sculpt my model.
I'm Benita. Nina stood in this position so I could make a model of her.
My name's David. This is Daniel. Daniel posed in this position. I drew him, then I made the model.
Neat idea and good art attack. And believe it or not, those sculptures were made out of plaster bandages, the type of stuff that helps mend broken legs. Now, if you want to make one of those sculptures and you haven't got a broken leg, how's about some broken fingers? No, don't worry, I mean cardboard or hardboard broken fingers. Now, I've cut the shape of my hand out of this hardboard, and I'm literally going to just snap the fingers. Ooh, sounds painful, doesn't it? And it helps if you just score the fingers first. That's it, just keep snapping them into the shape that you want. And when you've bent the fingers back into the shape you require, it's literally just a case of dipping the plaster into the water and wrapping. And it goes. Yeah. And wrapping some more. Right the way round, just keep it tight, keep sloshing it into the water. And wrapping some more, and just keep going till you've covered the whole hand there, nice and tight. And then when it's finished, you leave it to dry, and it looks something like this.
Obviously, ask first and be careful. It can be very dangerous running through the flowers with a lawnmower, especially if you've only got a window box.
I found a great trick way of drawing trees. Hold a brown felt tip pen right at the end of the pen and draw a Y shape onto your paper. Now you notice that my hand's shaking and the pen's going all over the place. That's because I'm holding it right at the edge there. It doesn't matter because it actually helps with the effect of the tree. Draw a Y shape like that, and then on this arm of the Y, draw 2 branches, still holding the pen at the top. And then on those 2 branches, draw another 2 branches. And then on those branches, draw another 2 branches. And so on, and just keep drawing 2 branches on the 2 branches that you've just drawn. And when you've finished, it'll look like this. When you've got your branches on, you just fill them in, just down one side, say the left-hand side of each branch. And you don't have to be neat because all this sort of scrappy effect adds to the effect of the bark. And you want a few leaves, you don't have to draw each leaf individually. Just bring in a green pen and do a few green ticks on it. There's a tree in spring. If you want a tree in summer, you have to put more leaves on. You know, I reckon if you really think hard about it, you can create an art attack using almost anything. How's about 2 photographs, roughly of equal size, cut into 5 strips across the face? Now then, just watch this. It's very silly. See you next week.